On behalf of the Internal Medicine Residency Program at Advocate Christ Medical Center, welcome. I'm Armand Krikorian and I'm the Residency Program Director. I really look forward to meeting you all in person and getting to know more about you. Advocate Christ is a unique place. It's a tertiary level care center. It's a level 1 trauma center. We're located in the southwest side of Chicago and we're a 750-bed hospital with world-class care. We have a heart transplant center with a major LVAD center and a major ECMO center in the region. Our program has a lot of unique characteristics, and I hope that you will take the time to learn more about it. We have a fantastic group of faculty dedicated to teaching. We have an amazing group of residents who are truly functioning as a family, and we have a very supportive environment from the entire administration. Our program has a lot to offer, and we look forward to an exciting time together in the years coming.
Why did you choose the Residency?
So I chose to come here. I was born here. I'm from the southwest suburbs. The patient population has just been so much learning, very sick patients, but so much to learn from.
I wanted to find something that has the facilities to advance me, I guess, professionally, and everyone's basically a family.
So I actually rotated through Christ as a medical student, and I absolutely loved my experience. So I got to witness firsthand how diverse the patient population that we serve is. And everyone's so friendly and eager to teach, and it was clear to me that the residents enjoyed coming to work.
That I really wanted to be somewhere that had really sick patients, really high acuity patients, and a lot of different pathologies. But then I also wanted somewhere that I felt like would train me to be a good hospitalist, would train me well if I wanted to go into fellowship. On your interview day, you just kind of realize what places you click with and what you don't, and I just felt like I really clicked with the people I talked to and the people that I met here.
I actually chose Advocate Christ, first and foremost, probably just for the size. It's in a suburban setting, but you get the feel of an urban hospital. We have an LVAD program, a huge advanced heart failure program. So I knew the acuity of the patients I was going to see at the hospital was going to be, unmatched in the area.
I chose ACMC because I wanted a big hospital with all the acute levels of pathology. And this center definitely has that. I wanted somewhere that has a proven track record with fellowship match because I'm interested in going to fellowship, and every year this program sends fellows to strong, reputable programs in all different specialties. I thought that was a very objective way of measuring the quality of a program. Also, during the recruitment season, videos like this and all the camaraderie and everything that was coming across in an electronic fashion, even with the year of COVID, really spoke volumes to me about the quality of the program and their preparation for recruitment and things like that. So I thought that said that the program kind of was very organized and efficient, and that impressed me.
We get the opportunity to see a diverse set of pathology and patients every day, and so it's a really great place to learn, and I know it's going to prepare me for wherever I go after this.
I felt like it had basically everything that I would want in a program. It has, even though it's a community hospital and it has that family feel, it has all of the pathology and the tools that would be available to you at an academic center. The critical care experience here, I think, is pretty much unmatched.
What are the strengths of ACMC?
Definitely the people. Everyone's so warm and willing to help, regardless of what service you're on, or what you're doing, or how busy anyone else is.
We have people from the suburbs, from the inner city, really old people, really young folks with all sorts of medical conditions, and I've never been any place quite like it where there's just such a good mix of everything.
It's really a place that you can call home here. It's a place that I think a lot of us and most of us are actually really excited to come to work to every day. And it's a place that really challenges you and pushes you out of your comfort zone.
Everyone's super supportive, and they've been so welcoming throughout this new process that it's made everything else so much easier.
Christ being probably one of the top hospitals with the most COVID patients in Illinois/Chicago put, I think, Christ, at a advantage to showcase really how well our program takes care of our residents. So our program really did, I think, respond in a positive light, and I have nothing negative to say about how the COVID pandemic kind of went, at least from a resident perspective.
There is a diverse patient population, so you get to treat a lot of patients with different pathologies, which is really good for you as a resident. It just prepares you for the outside world, and also you have really good attendings that are really happy and willing to teach on anything that you ask them.
What has been your most memorable experience as a resident at Residency?
Oh, my birthday. We ate a bunch of cake, donuts, coffee, you know, sugar rush.
My first month of floors, I came to work laughing every day. Really quickly, we had like inside jokes amongst each other and it made coming to work really fun.
I got my first saline placed within the first like 30 seconds and everyone was shocked and I was shocked and was like, is it really in? I don't know.
It was a weekend day, we were on long call, and then our doctor, Joe, he gets a call, he says, yeah, we have a patient with cryptococcus coming in. So I just thought that was so exciting because we just see it inside of the bugs, and I just felt like, you know, Christ is the only place where you would see a pathology like that.
It was 4th of July, and the residents I was working with, actually, it was kind of slow, so we actually came up to the family room in the ICU, and we were able to just kind of watch the fireworks on a slow night, and it was really memorable, and you know, we still got to enjoy the holiday even though we were working.
When I went down to the ER for a MICU consult, the intensivist and I floated a transvenous pacemaker, and the patient then was paced and out of complete heart block until the cardiologist could evaluate the patient.
When you come here and you spend time with everybody, from the residents to the directors, so you're attending, everybody's just so nice with you, and it's just like a dream come true, you know, like they told you this is gonna be this, and then you come here and it's actually true. So that's one of my memorable experiences.
Going to dinner with my floors team, I think there was just one day that we got off a little bit early and we all just went into the city and had dinner, and it was just a nice bonding experience to be with everybody outside of the hospital.
In the ICU, we had a patient that came up first thing in the morning, was not doing well, needed a line placed. So my senior had enough faith in me that she said, no, you should do it. So I placed the central line in like under 20 minutes, first poke, and doing that, first of all, as an intern in general, but in July as an intern, I think is not an experience you have anywhere else.
Probably going axe throwing with my co-interns. That was fun outside of work, and then inside of work, work in the ICU, which I'm working on right now because just the level of acuity and the complexity is something that has been very eye-opening, I guess, as an intern resident.
Intern retreat. So at the end of our intern year, our whole class went to the city on a scavenger hunt. It was a lot of fun to see everybody outside of work, get a little competitive.
I think the most memorable, given the recent national pandemic, is working in the COVID unit, in the floors in the ICU. The program really rallied around us to help us kind of through that difficult time taking care of all these patients.
My first week in the ICU, so I started on nights and I was able to actually put in a cordis on my second day. So just having that really supportive learning environment and being able to step in there and get involved felt really rewarding.
When I was on ICU nights, we continued the tradition of going to breakfast after the last night, and my senior was very keen on going. We had a good time. That was very fun.
What's your plan post-residency and how did Christ prepare you?
I'm going to be a chief resident next year, and Christ prepared me by providing an intense training along with a wide variety of pathology and very good didactics.
I'm looking to go into critical care. Spend a lot of time in the ICU, and then we have a lot of elective time where we can go and work in the neuro-intensive care unit and the trauma ICU and down in the ED, and we just get really good exposure. We feel very comfortable taking care of very sick patients by the time we're done.
Hopefully pursuing a fellowship in GI. GI physicians here are great, a lot of teaching and procedures that you're able to get into, see it, and really gives you a taste for the specialty as well.
So I'm interested in outpatient primary care medicine, specifically women's health. We get a lot of good exposure here. I actually have done a few of the outpatient blocks, so I felt like it really prepared me to what outpatient medicine will be like.
What advice do you have for applicants?
My advice to applicants during this whole process would be to just be yourself, because ultimately you want to be happy at the program you're going to end up for the next 3 years, and showing who you really are will give you the best opportunity to find out what team you're going to mesh the best with and where you're going to be the most comfortable.
The most important thing is when you're looking at any program, try to find a program where the people seem like somewhere you're going to mesh with well, and it's going to feel like a big family, because you can learn anything anywhere, but to have a supportive group can be the most important thing.
Every program kind of has a lot of the same things. People want to go into the same fellowships, but I think it comes down to who you want to spend the next 3 years with.
Well, first, apply because it's awesome. Be yourself in an interview.
If you could have any superpower in the world, what would it be?
That is a good question.
I think it would have to be like X-ray vision, but I could like be able to switch into like CT mode or MRI mode just to really help cut down on time as well.
I'd like to be able to fly because I'd love to have that whole new perspective on the world. I love flying airplanes, and it'd be really great to be able to travel quickly, avoid traffic.
Disappear. And why? I cannot say.
Okay, perfect.
I would want to fly, read minds, and also control, water and fire as well.
To speak any language in the world. I think it'd just be a really cool way to communicate with others and try to blend in and travel different places. And
If you could have a staycation in Chicago, what would you do?
Just roam around Lake Michigan. I really want to go to Alinea, obviously. I think that would be great. Basically just have like a treat yourself bougie day.
Awesome.
There's a lot of good restaurants here in Chicago, and my favorite is in West Loop. It's called Abba. It's a Mediterranean place. I highly recommend it if you guys come visit.
my ideal staycation in Chicago would be to try all the different deep dish pizza spots.
Explore the coffee shops. There's always so many places to go downtown, and as residents and interns we actually always meet up and just decompress together.
If you had to have dinner with a famous person, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Jay-Z, just because he's a business mogul. He would probably give me a lot of ideas on how to maneuver life outside of medicine and make money.
I'd pick Aristotle, probably because he had the greatest influence on Western civilization.
Elon Musk. I mean, he's a genius. I just want to kind of talk to him and see how he thinks.
It's going to be Fela Kuti. He's unfortunately passed, but he was the pioneer of a genre of music called Afrobeats. He was also an activist for civil rights in Nigeria. He did, a lot of things, caused a lot of trouble, asked a lot of questions to the authorities, and yeah, he was very famous for that.
You could be any condiment, what would it be and why?
That's a tough question.
The condiment I would be definitely hot sauce. Everyone needs a little spice.
Probably pickles, just as they're my favorite, but that's it. I could not think of anything with that. Is pickles a condiment?
Hot pepper. Why? To make everything spicy.
What would be the theme song of your life? So no one told you life was gonna be this way.
The theme song to my life right now would be Killing Me Softly. Well, yeah, I know that's...
Oh, Diva by Beyonce.
Oh, I love it!
But the first thing that came to mind was the song Happy. I think it's a Pharrell song.
I've been in a Hall & Oates kick lately, so we'll say Making My Dreams Come True. I'll be jamming that every day.
Sugar by Maroon 5. Sprinkle a little sugar on everything and life will be good.